What do you mean, control the slideshow?
Okay, you can see my screen, Mark.
Yes, po.
But the one you see is the slides, or the one that it's like the redirecting to YouTube now?
Just it says here, live on YouTube. Meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
Okay, so I just have to copy and paste and post it on the chat box, and you can guys post it on the.
I can do that, May. Don't worry.
It's okay.
It's
No, it's
already
okay.
done. It's already posted.
It's posted
Thank
now,
you.
Vanessa. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Kindly share it to everybody. We did not anticipate this much people, so thank you. We'll use my code next time.
All right. Okay, so are we all set? All right, Melai. Okay, good. All right. So, okay. So first, okay, a lot of us encountered, right? I remember the first time I started in this business, I'm only like 1 month, 2 months, and there's so many negativities. There's so many, like, aside from friends, from family, even mostly online, even I myself, right? I myself, Google, right? And so, okay, when we start inviting somebody, right, or inviting a guest, let's say to a BPM. So I'm gonna start first, guys, on how do I pre-handle, right? How do I pre-handle? For some of you, when we do the BPM, when we do the presentation, okay, some of you they show this slide, right? Where we show the company, Transamerica, right? And they will see the WFG right away. So I don't know how many of you, I experienced it the first time I showed this slide. So this is the first of all my slides, and I was not able to continue my presentation because the first time they saw is, Transamerica, I know that company. WFG, I've heard that before, right? So they stopped me already from the beginning, just on the beginning of this slide, right? But you know what, guys? First of all right, the main key there is first to listen what they're gonna say, right? We have to ask those questions. What happened, right? How did they ended up having that kind of negativity against the company, against the Transamerica, against WFG? Okay, so it's not that we argue with them. Okay, I advise you guys, don't argue. Okay, don't argue. First, we have to have our ears, right? We have to listen to them. What is their experience? And then from then on, then you implement that feel, felt, found, right? Feel, felt, found. That I feel, whatever their, those concerns, right? And you felt the same way too. But then you found out, right, as you learn through this business, that it's not the same, right? And so what I usually do now, guys, I don't show these slides, but I show this one. Okay, so every time after the interview, right, I ask them who they are, what they do, and then I ask them, have you been to San Francisco, right? Most of the visitors who go to San Francisco, like they go to Golden Gate Bridge, and then in downtown, you can see this tower, right? So now that's the first time that what they're gonna see is that name of the company, which is Transamerica, right? So now, when for me to pre-handle if this person already encountered Transamerica, so I will ask them, have you heard of the company Transamerica, right? So here, most of my invites, the guests in New York, they will say, yes, I heard of it. Like a friend of mine invited me before. Oh, those are the one that sells insurance, right? And actually, a lot of them were saying about that one, like, oh, they sell insurance. WFG sell this. My friend was in that company before, right? So what do we say, right? After they mentioned that? We're just only in the beginning of slide because I'm trying to pre-handle and see their mindset, because I don't want to go through the whole presentation and in their mind they already know about Transamerica and I didn't even know about it, right? So what I do is, okay, so when I ask, if they said yes, I already have experience, I know Transamerica, right? So if they said, oh, I heard about it before, right? They're the one who sells insurance. So we can say that Transamerica is a big company. right? It's a highly regulated company. It's not just about insurance, okay? They have, in the financial industry, we have so many divisions, right? Transamerica has so many divisions as well, right? They have insurance division, investment divisions, and guys also give example. So what I tell them, but our team in this industry, we are in the Transamerica Financial Advisors division, right? Not just insurance division. Then give them example. If you don't have example, you can use my example. So if they don't live here in New York or they live somewhere else, you can say, oh, my friend who lives in New York. Like, do you know the Lenox Hill Hospital? This is one of our big hospitals in the city, right? In Manhattan. So then most of them will say, yes, of course, I know Lenox Hill Hospital. Did you know that Transamerica is the one that caters and give them all the 403B plans of all the employees, the doctors, the nurses of Lenox Hill Hospital, right? So it's not just about insurance, right? It's even the retirement plans, right? So it's a big company, okay? But what I focus is more of our mission, okay? So after I mention whatever the divisions of Transamerica, I focus on what is the mission of our company, and then I gave them the brief history, right? How our founder helped those business owners, right? During those 1900, how our founder helped those business owners, and up to now, we carry that mission to help a lot of families without expecting anything in return, right? And then I'm gonna say, like we're here listening to here with me right now, listening to me, right? Getting educated, right? So now, then I go to credibility, right? Credibility of the company. So after that, we're gonna say that, whether it's Aegon, Transamerica, WFG, how can we say that we are highly regulated? So first, I just do this quick, right? We can say that we are regulated by regulatory bodies like Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. And then I'm gonna ask them, do you know about FINRA? Right? Do you know about Securities and Exchange Commission? So we are regulated by those two bodies, right? And then on top of that, aside from that, we are regulated on each state. So I will tell them, let's say you live in Seattle, right? So Washington has their own state commissioners who regulate each producers, right? Let's say I'm here in New York, so we have our own state commissioners as well, right? And then aside from that, every time that we help families, we serve families, we have to undergo this course. Okay, we have to undergo this course because we want to make sure that there's no illegal activities going on, right? Every time we help families. And then also we can add this, that now that we're serving families online, we're educating online, like right now, right? We have to comply to cybersecurity. Okay, so if you are talking to a person or to a guest who have their own license, let's say professional license, whether a doctor, a nurse, a PD, right? So we can say that, like for me, because I usually give my history, I'm my background, so I'm a physical therapist by background before I came to this industry. I have a license to protect as a physical therapist, but I also have a license to protect here in the financial industry, right, as a financial professional. And then you can add, being a licensed financial professional, I cannot just write negative things online, right? Or else later on, then my license might get revoked, right? So that's why we have to be careful. Who do we listen to, right? The resources, who are the authors of those of online negativities, okay? Because we have to comply in the cybersecurity. Right? And then we mentioned, so after building this, another thing to build the credibility of the company is the one that we normally have in our BPM, right? Being part of the global Fortune 500, right? This one being current right now in 2020 at top 124, right? Imagine we are bigger than Morgan Stanley, than AIG, right? We are higher than them, right? So that's how I usually start my BPM, to develop like the more credibility of the company, and to pre-handle in the beginning when they saw the word Transamerica. Okay, and then the other thing to pre-handle is when you show the large and reputable providers that we represent, right? So this is how I start. So this one, for those people that are still have like black mindset, right? Mental blocks, this is the insurance company that they were talking about, right? That Transamerica. So I start like by this. Imagine, right? We are Transamerica Financial Advisors. That means that we don't only represent Transamerica, right? If they mentioned about the insurance before, this is the one the one that you're talking about, right? The insurances. So we don't only represent them, right? Even their competitors, we represent them, right? Because we are broker dealer. We represent almost like right now is 144 platinum and silver providers, but including with all other providers is almost 200 companies. Okay. And that's why now you ask them, right? We usually ask them if they're familiar with this companies, familiar with this companies. And actually, most of all, right, this is also how you handle if we are just selling insurance, right? If we are just an insurance company, right? If we are just an insurance company, how can we help a client who have a lot of debts? How can we help a client who needs to maximize the financial aid for their kids? Or even lower their bills, whether car insurance or home insurance? Or even protect their assets, right? With the living will and living trust, or whatever investments they have. And most of all, describing this, the lower right bubble, right? Those wealth managers who mostly catered clients who have at least $1 million, right? That's another question to ask them. Do you think, right, these wealth managers, these companies will trust us to handle their accounts, those big accounts, if we are a scam, if we are pyramid, right? If we are illegal, okay? So that's another one. So even if they haven't asked, right? So I usually pre-handle them already on this slide, okay? And then another thing, so this is the 144 platinum silver providers as of today. But as I've said, together with other companies like Debtmerica, so we have almost 200 companies. Okay, so when people say, right, when people say, what do you really do, right? What do we really do? So we usually say we are like Best Buy, we are like Amazon, so we are like distribution channels, right? So a lot of people will say, is that networking, right? Like, for example, like Facebook, isn't that a networking as well, right? Like, for example, an Uber. Uber is the world's largest taxi company, but they don't own any vehicles, right? Same thing with Facebook, right? They don't create the content. Same thing with all of these companies. Airbnb, but they don't have their own real estate. Same thing with us, right? We are the world's largest financial services distributor, but we don't own any financial products. So that means our priority are the families and not these companies. We do represent them, but our main concern is really the families, to be able to help them first and find solutions through these companies. Okay. All right. So now, okay, another thing, when we show the buckets, right? When we show the buckets, so when we say, okay, Transamerica, WFG, insurance, right? So I'm here in this education, so they might sell insurance to me, right? So when we explain this, for me, just a little tip, I usually tell before I reach to the 7702 IUL, so I told them this, right? The mutual funds, the retirement plans. So I told them, right? So financial industry, we have insurance, investment banking, right? It's a big industry. And where do we save money? So we mentioned already, then this is how I encircle one by one. So we remember we have the banking, right? We can save in the banking part. We have the investment part. We have the retirement assets, right? And also we have the insurance. Okay, so it's not just focusing on just like, okay, basically just insurance alone. So just to give them, to pre-handle that, to give them an insight that, because in the financial industry, you cannot just save just in the bank, right? Just on this kind of investment accounts, but also in insurance, right? Because that's what financial industry is, right? So we have insurance, banking, investments, retirement assets, all right? Okay, so now, so mostly those are what I pre-handled during the BPM. But now what if somebody asks you, right? by the way, guys, if they say, oh, do you sell products, right? What do we sell here? What do we resell here? What does these products represent? Okay, I usually tell them we sell solutions. Okay, actually these products or whatever plans, right? We're selling them the dream to be debt free, right? We're selling them the ways or the solutions. How can they improve their retirement plans, right? How can they diversify their assets to somewhere that is tax free, that they don't have to pay too much taxes, and of course they don't have to worry about the risk. Okay, so that's why we usually I just encountered one client a while ago, right? So what products do we sell? So you just tell them it's more of the solutions that we sell, right? Solutions. Okay, and then if they ask, most of those solution products that we offer, right? Are they safe, right? Are they safe? So like in a bank, right? If a bank goes bankrupt, we have FDIC to back them up, right? And most of the solution products that we offer here, whether it's insurance, whether it's annuities, right? Those companies look at their not only 3 times, 4 times protection, right? Because you're in the financial industry, those company they insure themselves as well. So that's why they have what you call the reinsurer, okay, the reinsurance. And then on top of that, right, there's what you call the guarantee association. That means every state have their own guarantors. Let's say they will see, oh, Pacific Life, you're going bankrupt. Okay, Transamerica, can you buy this? And then they will transfer all the claims, right? So before it happened, right? Before it happened, they will do something about it, right? And then also, of course, the NAIC. What is NAIC? That's the National Association of Insurance Commissioners. So they protect the public interest, right? They promote the reliability, the solvency, and the financial solidity of insurance institutions. And then on top of that, right, we are being oversight by FINRA. Okay, so FINRA, they're the one that gives the rules and the guidance for security firms and brokers, so that we can keep our clients or investors safe, also with their investment being safe too, okay? All right, so now let's go to the pyramid, right? If they say, okay, is this a pyramid? Okay, we have a hybrid business model, right? Okay, so here, our business model, we have a corporation, we have franchise and referral, okay? When you say corporate, we already have that structure or image and support. That's our main office in Georgia, okay? So it's like a corporation, but we don't have the politics and bureaucracy, okay? But we are also like a franchise, okay? Like McDonald's, right? We already have the system that is simple and duplicable, okay? But here, even though we have a franchise, we have the system already, we don't need to pay big capital or royalty, right? So, right? So Melai, how much is our capital here? Our initial capital, only 100, right? Imagine that, okay? And then referral. So guys, our referral here is based on trust. Okay, we build trust on every people we know, right? So whether it's cold market, we started building relationship with them. How Arvin met Kathy, right? But Arvin started to build relationship with Kathy as well, right? So it's built by trust or the person we know, okay? It's not like Amway or other companies that we have to do inventory, right? And it's not a must to recruit, okay? Because here, what does recruit means to us? Okay, what does recruit means? For other, recruit is like a negative word, right? But for us, recruit is a gift, right? As we always say, recruit means helping people. Recruit means giving that person a chance to change their financial future, isn't it? Right? So that's what recruit means to us. Okay, then it's up to you. This business is by your choice. That's why you have the power of choice, right? If you want to build this business big, then again, it's up to you, okay? So we have a hybrid business model, right? And then when they say pyramid, okay, How about when you work in a hospital? Don't you have like a supervisor, a manager, general manager? You have the CEO, you have the president. Isn't that looks like a pyramid structure too, right? But here we have equal opportunity for everyone. It doesn't mean you come in first or you come in last, right? Look at our SMD Melai, right? Her monthly income in June is almost close to our mentor's income, right? And our EVC's income, Maricel and Kim, that for the month of June, they surpass their mentor's income, right? So if we're saying we're a pyramid, that means whoever is the highest will get the highest amount of income. So that's what they meant, right? So here we have equal opportunity, all right? By the way, guys, speaking of royalty, okay? Speaking of royalty, okay. So Anna, you've been to the airport, right?
Yes.
So you know that body scanner, right?
Yes.
When they check you, okay? All right, guys. Did you know that that body scanner, right? The one who invented that, she's with us. She's with us here in the champion team, right? Her name is Sophia Su, okay? And imagine, guys, she worked for IBM for so many years. And she's the one who invented that body scanner, right? But for her invention as an IBM engineer, you know how much royalty that the IBM pay her? Only 1,260 a year, not a month, a year, just for that invention, right? So that time, and then the rest of the profit goes to IBM, okay? And then that time when this was introduced to Sophia, right? She took ownership. Now, because this is her own business, right? Whatever her effort, her hard work, right? It all comes to her, right? It goes to her and not for somebody else, okay? So that's why when she started this, now she's like a $1 million earner a year, right? So imagine this, guys, if we're gonna, we don't have like the royalty or capital here, right? Because this is our own business. We don't work for somebody else. Okay, so here, guys, I want you to take a picture of this. So if a lot of people will say, okay, what's the difference, right? If is this an MLM company? Is this a pyramid, right? With WFG, right, in our company, we have licenses, right? We have license to protect. That's why we also pay for that E&O, right? The malpractice insurance. That's how professional are we. We are, I mean, right? But in MLM and pyramid, no. Okay, our knowledge, professional knowledge, right? We learn from the best of the industry. Okay, that's why when there's new updates with the industry, we're always ahead of we always know about it first, right? And then the training, we have a lot of training wherein we can improve our knowledge and we can apply it to our own finances and be able to help others as well, right? So product, as I mentioned, yes, here our products, these are all solution products. Okay, these are not just the products that we're selling like Amway, right? And we don't have inventory here, right? No inventory. Of course, override. Who doesn't want a passive income, right? So of course it's up to you and how the effort that we put in if you want to have overrides, right? And as I mentioned, quality of product is the best from the industry. Okay, are you required to really have a quota? No. But if you want to go for a certain level or certain position, you want to become the CEO, the SMD, the EVC, right? So of course we have to make sure that we meet all the requirements, right? And then of course, membership is the no profits membership, right? Membership is just mostly for background check fee and it doesn't come to us, okay? If you, let's say if I move, let's say if somebody is renting let's say if you hire a brokerage firm, right, to find for a rental place or a house, right? Some of them, they require you to pay for a background check fee of $100 as well, okay? And an investment, again, we started here with $100, right? That's the difference, guys, okay? For some of those people who write negative things online, right? Some of them, they've already been to the business, but until when? Until, I mean, up to where? right? Did they get oriented? Or did they get to the orientation? Did they even get licensed, right? How did they treat their $100, right? If Anna, if you were to invest in this company like $10,000, aren't you going to put in more time and attention to it?
Yes.
Yes, right? But a lot of people, they just like, oh, it's only $100, right? But you know what, guys? This $100, this made me quit most of our job, right? Like Emela and Anna, right? And all other full-time here. This $100 can give us that unlimited learning potential, right? And unlimited earning potential. You don't have a cap as a ceiling here, a glass ceiling here, right? As a physical therapist, can I earn a $1 million a year? Right? Or even $500,000 a year? And also, you can also live your lifestyle that you want in the future, and even provide that, give that legacy to your kids or to your future generations. Okay, so that's why I advise you guys, don't treat that $100 as just $100. Okay, because this will give us a fortune. Right? Always remember, guys, that profit is always better than wages, what we earn from our job. Do you want to be an employee or you want to be an entrepreneur? Do you want to wake up in the morning, oh, I have to go to work? Or do you want to wake up in the morning, I have to create my fortune and create a better future for my family, right? And then also, of course, the return or refund, but with a pyramid, no, right? That's why, guys, every time they say it's a pyramid, I share them my story. I was a victim of pyramid in the Philippines, and then before WFG came to me, right? I mean, WFG came to me 3 times. Okay, first and second, I didn't pay attention because for me, I found it like they're just selling. Okay, the third time when I'm very, very thankful to Mark, when he approached me, I saw the difference. And good thing that I sat down and listened to them, right? I feel bad for Donna or SMD Donna and Madel, right? Because most of you guys, you had your BPM for how long? 1 hour, 2 hours, right? I had my first meeting for 4 hours. And Donna has to even transition to Madel because she's late for her appointment, because I was so skeptical, right? I even have all those negativities in the beginning, right? That's why I can feel these people, right? Why they're so negative. But if you have the conviction and the belief, right? Now what our company can do for families, right? So you're gonna have that 100% belief in the company. You're gonna have that 100% of belief of what we do for them, right? So anyway, so here, right? Our company, of course, is legal. Pyramid is not legal. Okay. So guys, so is this a pyramid scheme? Okay. So first, how can we tackle this? Is first, of course, we have to build the credibility of our company, WFG Transamerica, that we are highly regulated. Okay, and financial industry, most of the companies are highly regulated, as I discussed a while ago in the previous slides. And of course, the company providers that we represent, okay, those are large and reputable providers. Okay, and then also the third one, okay, we always say this, right? When they Google online, right? Are you doing a search or are you doing a research? Right? And then for those people who write negative, most of them are competitors as well, who just badmouth the company. Okay. And of course, it's human nature. The negativity is human nature. Of course, a lot of people, they want to make sure what they're getting into is legal, right? But as long as we build the credibility of the company and we handle it well, then of course, we're going to be able to handle that objection, okay? And then most people, here's the thing, for those who write negative things online, because there's so many of them, right? They will say, oh, I tried this, right? But they failed really to look into themselves for those reasons, right? If you will take a look of all those negativities, most of them are blames, They blame the upline, they blame this, they blame their teammate, right? They blame the system, and a lot of complaints. Okay, blame and complaints, right? So they complain about the outside circumstances. But the question is, did they even put effort into it? Did they really work hard, right? To get into the next level, to get licensed, to get oriented, to really know how company or how our company works or how our system works, okay? And then also, for those who are employee, still has employee mindset, right? They do not understand recruiting, okay? They do not understand that, right? So that's why building a team makes people automatically think that it's a pyramid, right? But just make examples like their corporation where they work, the hospital where they work. Isn't that also a pyramid structure, right? And then you can also mention about the compensation. But first, when you say pyramid, the one on top gets the most, right? And then you can cite the example of our leaders here, right? How they can get compensated, which is even sometimes over or more than their mentor's compensation, okay? And out of all those negativities that they post in the internet, can they offer a better alternative? First of all, can they pay your bills, right? Whatever your needs are, right? Can they help you go to maximize your kids' college financial aid, right? Can they help you diversify your assets? Do you even know them, right? Some authors, some of those authors of those online negativities are doctors, right? Writing negativities about finances. So are you going to listen to a doctor or financial professional in terms of finances, right? And then, of course, concluded with the 3 stages of truth. Okay, so what are those 3 stages of truth, right? So first, if there's something, if they always first they ridicule you, right? Or they ridicule the system, and then they oppose, right? They violently oppose, and then later on they get to accept as being self-evident. For example, Anna, right? If I'm gonna tell you, Anna, 100 years ago, if I'm gonna tell you, Anna, we're gonna fly by an airplane, would you believe me?
No.
No, right? If I'm going to tell you that, oh, we're going to have a Zoom webinar, right? There will be a Zoom in the future, right? Are the people going to believe me? And even Jesus Christ, right? When he said that, oh, I'm the Son of God, right? And the people didn't believe him. They even crucify him, right? They even crucify. Here, you're not going to be even crucified, right? So that we have to be careful. Who do you listen to? Okay. So when somebody tell you this, I heard it before. My friends did this business before. Didn't work. Did anybody encounter this? From your, okay, Clea saying yes. Clea, what did you tell this person when she told you, I heard it before, my friends did this business before, didn't work?
Well, I just asked them, like, why did it did not work with you? What was the reason?
Yeah, okay. So that's good that you asked them first, right? Because we have to know what was their experience, right? What was their experience? So that's the first thing that we do, right? We ask them first what happened, right? Or what if they say, well, I heard it before, so what did you hear about it, right? Or we can say like this, so genuinely, right, genuinely care, right? And ask more questions about the past situation. Why didn't it work, right? Was there a follow-up? Did they understand how the business worked, right? Was it the relationship issue? Was it the team issue? Or just personally did not put in the work, right? So, I mean, of course, we don't ask them, directly. I mean, that's why we have to let them tell the story, okay? And then whatever they tell the story about, of course, that is their story. You cannot argue with their story, right? So what you do is you share stories of people who sign up before, right? That before it's wrong timing, no support. For example, our EVC, Maricel and Kim, right? Kim, this is the second time he did the WFG, but now they're almost 1 million earner, right? Linda Lu, one of our managers, Linda Lu, this is the third time doing WFG, right? But now she's 100,000 earner after a year, right? And then also I told you, this is my third time. My first and second, I didn't do it because for me, it's just selling, right? It's just so happened this is the right time. We are in the right team and we are in the right mission, right? So always remember, guys, we love profit, right? But if we go mission first, profit will follow, right? Okay, because if all we're gonna think about is money, 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 right? We're not gonna last long in this industry. Okay, and then the friends who tried, did they try something else? Did that work? Okay, do they have a successful track record? So now if they have successful, do you wanna follow their track record? Okay, and then also, right? So we can also tell them this. Okay, I have friends who told me they heard it of it 10 years ago. Now I realize that in order for a company to still thrive after so many years, that means it has to withstand the test of time, right? WFG, Transamerica has been for so many years, right? Servicing people, servicing families. Now, whatever, like let's say they read from BBB, right, from FINRA, right? If you will compare to other companies, they even have more complaints. It's normal for large companies, right? Even Chase, look up on Chase, right? But a lot of people use Chase as their bank, right? But if you will look on the FINRA, even Edward Jones, how many complaints did they have in a year? Okay, how much fine did they have to pay in a year? So now timing is better. Now I can see how families are affected by money issues, right? And most importantly, solution products are even more competitive. So this will be like we're telling the difference between now and before, or even their experience before, right? So now it's more competitive and the system is simplified. And of course, that's what we're really big on this with our team. The support is here, right? We have that support system. And all that is needed is to work hard. If it worked for so many people, the system must work, right? Just that if we try something and not persist, nothing will work. So the true question is, do we need to have a successful business to our future, Clea? Do you want to have a successful business, right? Yes, right? So do we still need to plan for our family better, Clea?
Yeah.
Yes, right? Do you think all those negative online reviews can help you have plan for a better future? Can they give you that resources? Can they give you that knowledge, reliable knowledge, right? That can help you and apply for your own finances so you can have a better financial structure? They cannot, right? So if we want to build a successful business for our future, if we want to plan better for our family, it doesn't hurt to sit down again and truly get the whole picture of what we do for families. All right. And then now, so how about, okay, when your friend told you about, okay, I saw this online. Somebody will text me, a client will text me, May, I saw this on the internet. Transamerica is this, WFG is this, right? So, so did you receive that kind of like articles to Clea? Yes. Okay. All right. So what do we tell them, right? Okay. So guys, always remember that no matter how good something is, there will always be positive and negative opinions of people. Even in just one company, there will always going to be bad and good employees, isn't it? Right? So that's why there's something called what you call crab mentality, right? So that's why when we put one crab in the basket, that crab can easily crawl out, right? When we put the bunch of crabs in the basket, they all pull each other, so no one comes out. Same thing in life, same thing in the business. When we are ready to do something, there are always haters and naysayers out there, right? We really need to have a right judgment. When I started this business, who are my haters? Actually, even that's my family. Okay? My family, my friends, my close friends, right? But I was talking to myself, if I'm going to listen to them, what's going to happen to me? I'm just going to keep working as a PT. I'm just going to have the same cycle, paying bills, paying taxes. My knowledge, maybe if I can say, oh, I'm going to Google, but do I really get the right information when I Google, right? But good thing I didn't listen to them, okay? Because I asked myself, does WFG do something bad or good to me? Ask yourself, guys, when you started signing up in WFG, did something bad to you or good to you? Did you learn? Did you improve your knowledge? Did you improve your mindset, right? And the camaraderie of the people around us, right? We're in the positive environment, guys, right? Every time I'm so stressed out in the clinic, I cannot wait to get out of the clinic, to go to the office or be in the webinar, right? Because this is a very positive, we have that supportive environment, okay? So first we can say, in an instance, right, WFG represents the top financial firms in the United States. And US, one of the most regulated countries in the world when it comes to financial industry. If this is really a scheme, can the company exist for that long? Okay, it's one of the questions that we can ask them. And then also, most people are employees who do not need to understand recruiting, right? They don't understand that recruiting. As long as this business deals with recruiting and expansion, that average person will not get it. Okay, the question is, can any business be just a one-man shop, right? A while ago, I was just talking to another guest, and he has an acupuncture, he has his own practice, right? Actually, the trainee, she hasn't introduced me yet. I just sat down, just say hello, and the first words came out from his mouth. Is this networking? Is this network marketing? She didn't even introduce me yet, right? So I said, okay, when you say networking, does it mean like, you know, like Amway, like when you sell products and then you have to get some people and then other people, right, to get you to the team and this and that, right? So then I said, you know, okay, so first of all, because we're just starting, right? We're just in the beginning, right? So we are here, right? We're in the financial industry, right? We're one of the highly regulated companies. And the thing is, we do financial education and we give financial solutions. If we are just a simple or a captive agent, a financial professional as a captive agent, I'm just going to work with you as a client one-on-one, right? But the thing is, let's say if you're here in New York, right, Clea, if you're here in New York, can you serve 3 clients all at the same time? The one in Washington, the one in California, the one in Ohio, all in the same day, Clea, right? Or even in the same state. Can you serve so many clients in just one day? And you have how many hours in a day, right? Even McDonald's has to hire, right? So we are not just one-man shop, right? And even Harvard University have even a PhD of network marketing, okay? So the thing is, here, because of the technology and because now in this generation, we use the network to expand our business, right? And then I ask him, so you have your own practice as an acupuncturist, right? So how do you get your clients? Is it, did they just Google them, right? And then they come to your place? Don't you go to the doctor's office to tell you that, oh, you have the acupuncture place, right? So then they can refer clients to you. And this doctor can refer to other doctors and then to other doctors and to other doctors. Isn't that a network marketing, right? So now that's why all business needs people and need teamwork, right? An individual's effort and time is always limited. The only solution is to have a business that maximizes the teamwork and compounding. All right. And then if there's one person is very like, you know, like one judgment, right? We can say the people who say negative things about the business, what better alternative do they offer me? Okay. Here's what we offer. Here, we don't have inventory. We have a minimal startup to register for this business and get licensed. We can learn financial knowledge that will benefit us for the rest of our lives. Okay, and we can have access to the entire financial industry with someone to teach us when we start. unlimited earning potential. Where can you get that, right? And access to all powerful products in the industry. And the good thing is, Clea, did you quit your job when you started here? No, right? We don't have to quit our jobs. When I started here, I was working full-time as a PT. But now I'm working full-time. I'm not working full-time in PT anymore, right? I'm full-time here in this business because I truly believe I can serve more families, not just helping 1, 3, or like 10 patients a day, right? So what better alternative do they offer? If it is better, I can do what they say. But these negative comments, we don't even know their name and who they are, right? We don't even know their background, if they're truly licensed in the financial industry, right? And so also, when we do big events, imagine, right? We have these people who mentored us, who coach us, right? Can we invite these people like the mentor of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, right? To speak to our convention, guys? Even like Tony Robbins, Damon John from Shark Tank, and even Jill Ellis, right? This influential coach, do you think they will spend their time to teach us, right? To share their stories, to share their journey so we can learn from them? If we are just a scam, if we are just a pyramid, right? Or illegal? Even just recently, just September, the daughter of Martin Luther King, 2 PhDs, right? And this NASA astronaut, Dr. Reisman. Will they even set their schedule, right? Just for us. And on top of that, guys, for those who hasn't been in New York, we have world-class learning here. We will have the opportunity and the privilege to be inside the New York Stock Exchange, right? So we're so proud of this company. Imagine New York Stock Exchange closed the facility just for WFG and Transamerica for 2 days, exclusively for us, exclusively just for our leaders to learn from them, right? And those leaders, they get to pass their knowledge to us. So that's why every time we help families, those are knowledge which is from the best from the industry, right? We have those reliable sources. Our field chairman, who's going to be executive chairman, he has a PhD in Johns Hopkins. These people, they came from Wall Street. They have a 6-figure earner income already, but they saw the mission, they saw the power of this platform, right? And how can we help more families here? So we are not, if we are a scam or illegal, right, Clea, are they going to let us in the New York Stock Exchange? No, right? No, they won't even put our logo up there, right? So that's why we have world-class learning, experience, and association, guys, okay? And if they will say, okay, what are the websites to check? You can send them this, websites to research, okay? And then if they can find, if they want more details, that's why it's better to sit down with us, right? To take a look on the opportunity, okay? So just looking at this, guys, the statue of the sun was made with pieces removed from the statue of the father, representing the parents, what they go through, their lives to build the lives of their children. If you will not go through what we're going through right now, right? If we were not gonna get able to get out of our comfort zone and try this opportunity, right? Do you think we can build the lives of our children and give them a better future, right? With all the knowledge and the learning that we learned from this company, right? We were able to pass it to their kids, to our kids, right? So that's why it's really important what we're going through with our lives. We have to make sure that it's for the same, a better path that we can also build legacy for the next generation. And if those online negativities, right, whatever the naysayers say, if they can do you think they can give you a better life for your kids, right? So that's why we have to believe what our company do for our families. All right. And if they say whatever they say, just keep calm and take your time. Keep calm and stay strong, right? And keep calm and be happy. Okay. And then you will attract them. All right. So, okay. That's it for today.
Wow.
Thank you, May.
Wow. Amazing, May. Thank you so much. So, folks, any more mental block? Thank
I
you,
was
May.
like, yeah, I was like this morning with my BPM. I just sat down. Is this not working? Right away. right
Right
away.
away.
But
Yes.
guys, don't be like, like because we're new, don't be afraid. Just stay calm. I've had few BPMs before and they always have this negativities. Just stay calm, right? Be composed. And we think that since we're in a good, this is a good company, our company can give us good support, right? Just be open, have the open ears, just listen to them. And then as you always say, the mission, that mission can just kill their objections. If you always say the positive things, that can kill the objections. If we always say that, I'm sorry, whatever you've been through, right? Whatever you've been through from before, but share your experiences, share your stories. And if those are positive stories, good stories, and then how they can see how you develop, right? And then they will believe in you. My friends and my families who were negative before, I said we have to undergo 3 stages, right? They ridicule me, they oppose me, but now they started to accept. Now they're calling me back. Now they're asking me, May, can you help my husband transfer his IRA to this? Right? Because they can show that we us ourselves, we have to develop, we have to change, we have to believe, right? Because if we don't believe, they will not believe us, right? So while waiting for those person, for the right team to come, improve yourselves, right? Improve ourselves here in this business. And when we're not by ourselves, we have so many team who will support us. Okay. All
Are you
right.
entertaining questions, May, or are you ready to go?
I have 3 minutes. I have an FNA at 10, but yeah, I have 3 minutes.
Okay, you can unmute if you have questions.
And then I'll just give this recording, Anna, to you guys, to you.
Yeah, and we can disperse this to the different SMDs.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much, May. I learned so much. This is like so different. Like, wow, I never heard this before. So, May, I have a question. There's a gal.
Yes, Atalaya.
Sabi ng isang gal, so how are you guys making money then? So that was the question.
Okay. So because in the BPM, we don't do the orientation first, right? Because that will be shown in the orientation. I have the same question a while ago. How do you make money, right? Okay, but they cannot wait because the thing is that objection will not be get out of their mind, right? If you will not handle it. So the thing is, on my BPM, I showed like, Atilaya, when you have the family, and then there's Transamerica in the middle, and then there's provider, right? You just mentioned to them that, okay, so since we're doing financial service, so this is how we make money, right? So here we analyze the financial need of each family. Like I'm gonna make example for you. Let's say you don't have kids yet, right? So maybe your financial need is to lower your taxes, right? Or maybe let's say for this you have debt. Oh, he has student loan. So for you, your need is student loan, right? Or to pay off for your debts, right? So now I'm gonna be in the picture, right? So that's where I came to the picture. I'm gonna help you with that, and then I'm gonna find solutions to those providers. Remember all those providers, that 144 providers that I showed you, right? We represent them, right? So then they will provide those solution products, right? In order to provide for your needs. And so they compensate us for those solutions that we provided to you. So then I always draw there at Atilaya, like in the beginning, let's say you, for example, you, right? So you provide patient care. So I write down patient care in the bottom. And the hospital compensate you, right, for the services you provide to the patients, right, to the clients. So same thing here. We provide financial care, whether it's debt, whether it's taxes, whether it's retirement, whatever it is. And these providers will compensate us for helping them for those, giving solutions to those needs. Right? And then I will tell them, you will know the details in the orientation, and we are paid here 14 ways that we are paying you, not just providing solutions, right? So because sometimes they can't get it out from their head. And even though we're still in the middle of FNA, they want to jump to the orientation right away. So, okay, you want to do the orientation first. Because sometimes even if you push FNA, and then let's say in their mind is still like, how do they earn? How do they earn? So address that first. Right, so they will have an open mind. Okay. All right. Any other? No one. Okay. Question. Guys, if you have questions, okay, text me. You can text me. You can email me, or yeah, whichever.
All right, I think May needs to go. Thank you so much, May, for that very informative presentation. Okay,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
take
picture.
a picture.
Yeah, open your camera. Thank you so much, May. I want you to
You're
say,
welcome.
clap your hands.
I'll take a picture. Hold on.
Thank you, May.
Thank you, very informative.
Okay,
Picture,
ready?
picture. A picture.
All right, 1, 2, first page.
She's doing number 5.
Happy
Oh, so cute.
Look at
Second
Tia
page.
doing number 10.
Okay,
Good job, Pia.
all right.
Yay.
Fourth page.
Super galing.
And no more pictures. Okay, that's it. Okay, thank you. Thank you
Okay.
everyone for tuning in. I hope you
All
are
right,
successful.
guys.
Your
Thank you, May.
Thank you, May.
Thank you, Ate May.
everybody.
Have a good night.
Thank you, May.
Next week, I just want to announce we're going to have a Welcome Wednesday next week. So please invite more of your new people, new guests. So we'll send out the link.
Okay.
Thank you guys for sending the link.
All right, so managers, please transfer to the other Zoom.
All
Please.
right,
Lakewood managers.
guys.